This is a terrible day for Albertans. Today, we understand at least 30 Albertans lost their lives aboard Ukraine International Airlines Flight 752 in one of the largest single disasters for Albertans in our history. We understand that of the 176 passengers whose lives were lost, that at least 63 were Canadians and at least 30 were residents of Alberta. We don't have all of the facts yet, but we do know that a number of distinguished Albertans were aboard that flight, including professors at the University of Alberta, a medical doctor, members of their families, many of them having traveled to Iran to attend the wedding of postgraduate students at the University of Alberta, Arash Purzarabi and Pune Gorji, who were there with many friends and family, many of them fellow students from the University of Alberta. Today, on behalf of the government of Alberta, I join in expressing our most profound condolences to all of those whose lives were lost, to their family members and their loved ones, and in particular to the University of Alberta community and the Alberta Persian community. It's a small but dynamic and well-educated, highly successful community, many of whom came to Canada to do advanced studies and have succeeded in our professions. I've had the privilege of attending a number of functions with the Iranian Heritage Society of Edmonton. Earlier today, I placed a phone call to its current president, Reza Al-Kabari, to express the condolences of the government of Alberta. I've also called Dr. David Turpin at the University of Alberta. I've reached out to Federal Foreign Affairs Minister Champagne. We're hoping to set up a call later today so that I can express the support of the government of Alberta for efforts by Canada to get to the bottom of the disaster in Tehran earlier today. Obviously, we are very hopeful that the Iranian authorities will cooperate with Canada, Ukraine, and international authorities to have a full and independent inquiry into the causes of the crash of the Ukrainian International Airlines Flight 752. It is essential that we have full cooperation and transparency to know what the causes were. And so, once again, let me say a special word of solidarity for members of the Canadian Persian community here in Alberta. This is a small community, numbering at most a few thousand people. It is close-knit, and this is a devastating day. I'm sure that virtually every member of the Alberta Persian community was close to or knew somebody affected by the flight crash today. Certainly, we would reach out to the families of the loved ones to see if there would be a desire to work with the government of Alberta for a larger public memorial. We have instructed that all government of Alberta buildings lower their flags to half-mast during this period of mourning, and I've indicated to Mr. Al-Kabari of the Iranian Heritage Society of Edmonton that we are willing to support the community in any way that we practically can as they come to terms with this, as they mourn this, and to provide support to the families. Obviously, it's a very tense situation there, and we all know that this happened in the context of military hostilities. And so, to state the obvious, the Iranian regime is not known for transparency, and it is in the midst of a regional conflict. I hope that they will, notwithstanding those facts, be forthcoming, particularly mindful of the number of foreign nationals, particularly Canadians, who were aboard the flight. So I trust that the government of Canada will make very strong representations to Iran about the importance of transparency in the post-crash investigation.